Hello YouTube! I am Penstar, and this is Planetbase Strategy and Tactics, Episode 6. So when we last left our recovering colony of Ficklewood, Moonbase Ficklewood, we just got our factory built, and we need this spares workshop badly. Now the spares workshop by itself doesn't seem to cost too much, just one metal. But the hidden cost is both in the form of power and just in time, and in the form the fact that the spares workshop requires both metal and bioplastic. It takes one metal, one bioplastic, turns it into 2 units of spares. But it is a constant consumption of that that will make less materials available to us for building. So we're going to want to make sure our actual production is nice and steady. We should have one metal available somewhere. There it is, to actually build the spares workshop. But yeah, we're gonna be using some of. I'm gonna hold off on building stuff for a little bit here, just to make sure that the excess stuff actually makes its way to the factory. And also make sure our workers are doing their thing. Alright, we don't have any excesses of raw materials. So we got a pretty good throughput on all that. Yeah, gah. Oh, I am so happy it did not hit the solar panel. If your solar panels or wind turbines get bullseyed, they need to be repaired with a spare, which we don't have right now. Alright, our water tower is nice and full, so that will keep itself going for a while. Let's see here. Let's speed things up a little bit here. We should have an engineer coming over here soon. I know! Somebody build this! Engineer? We have 2 of you. There are 2 of you. Engineer? There are no other construction being demanded of you. Thank you, engineer. We are going to make this a priority. Now the other thing is these factory buildings require engineers to actually work them. So now our dedicated builders are also going to need that. Now we have looks like we got the raw materials here to start production. We just need a ready and willing engineer to do it. So all the more reason that I'm not going to queue up any more constructions anytime soon. We'll let our resources accumulate here a little bit. That's our power grid like. 50 thing, so in a little bit we'll need another power collector, but we're not in dire straits right now. Alright, good job. So now our engineer is making ourselves some spares. We should be in good shape. You're excellent. You're starting to degrade. What do we get? 2 biologists. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Could not be better. Alright, let's see, 11 of those. We're gonna place another order of engineers here. And the other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna build another biodome. Once we build up the materials for it, I want to make sure that we get ourselves our spares in order, so that we do not have any power issues due to wear and tear. But yeah, we should have enough biologists to take care of, well, pretty much everything. You're excellent, you're excellent. Yeah, we have more than enough biologists now. I don't want to build more meat things yet, because we'll be swimming in meat essentially. Oh, yeah, with this many people, we should build the other half of our cantina. So build you here, another plant, another drinking fountain, and another meal maker. So this is a properly laid out canteen. We are making the absolute... hang on, let's get the video screen. We should be able to get a second one in here somewhere. Whoop, there we go. 2 video screens. Beautiful. So 2 of everything, basically. Trade ship. What do you got for me? What's your 35% commission? Goliath fan. No. But you are offering me materials, and you are offering me money. I think I'm going to sell off a lot of my excess food. Let me sell you down to 5. Actually, we'll max out the freaking ship here. These things have limits for a reason, but... there. We'll get that going. And, you're 15, you're 10. But what I intend to do with you... yeah, let's get a Vitra meat. This is going to probably wreak some form of havoc on my colony here. 168 to 169. Take away a Bitcoin here. And yeah. But with all those biologists that we've got in place, we'll be able to replace all of this sold food easily, because all of our things are going to be top shape maintained. And with two airlocks here, we should be pretty efficient about getting our stuff out to the ship here. So yeah, normally it's kind of a death sentence to your colony if you trade away a whole mass of goods, and not because you're trading away the food, that's going to get replaced, but because so many people stop what they are doing. Now they said they fixed this in a patch, so this is going to be kind of a test for that, to see if they actually did that. Ah, wonderful. The spare parts have been produced. Phew, I can rest easy now. I mean, no reason to shut the factory down. We're gonna need a constant supply of them, but that first batch of 2 right there, super important. Yeah, I can see how not the entire colony is not mobilized to do this, so it's going to take a little bit while longer to actually feed the trade ship here, but I'm okay with that. I am very much okay with that. And with all those extra resources, the 5 and 5, that will actually be exactly what we need for our next biodome, our larger biodome. There's a reason I bought that much. Normally we'd have to sit here and wait. Someone fix it before this guy suffocates. Thank you for not entering that when the meteor hit it. Yes, I know that. This is why we built this other one. But it's only by 1. We'll be okay. This will get up in order soon. Thankfully, fixing these do not require spare parts. Yeah, we're still short on a little bioplastic for the other half of this cantina here, but that's okay. We're producing plenty. These rice patties kick out yet? Pretty soon they'll kick out. And we've got, well, we got 1 starch there. So, yeah, we need the extra starch too. But we will be fixing that with our next biodome. Now, if I could, I would like to put it right here-ish, but that might not be possible given the terrain. Always scares me when I see that shadow. Alright, Yeah. So well, no, I'm gonna wait for the ship to spit out its goods for us before I do that, because that way they don't all haul it to the storage. They'll start hauling it to the construction site. So let's speed things up a bit, because we're not going to act until this ship gets its stuff. We're also probably going to need to build another water producer. But yeah, having this two-door setup here, good efficiency. They're choosing different ways here. I say, Yeah, we're just low on bioplastic, which is why this thing hasn't been fed. What about you? Yeah, we've been using up bioplastic more and more. All right, good. We're good here. So let's get the biodome part 2 built, and this is going to be a 5er because this one is ultimately more efficient. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to pull that off. I mean, I could pull it off right here, attach it to the other biodome. That might be not be a bad idea. Yeah, that way not everyone's gonna. Alright, got our second table built here. Second meal maker built. It's churning away meals, and that's churning away meals. So yeah, it looks like it looks worse than it is, because there's food sitting out here, waiting to be brought out. So I don't think we just sold ourselves into starvation. It's just a matter of having the food catch back up again, and it also freed up some space in our small storage here. Well, medium storage. Yep. Oh, and colonists. I think what did I set them to? Engineers. I think we got one. That's fine. That's all we really needed. Nope, no, we got 2 more. That's okay. That's okay. Let's get another round of biologists, because we are going to be expanding in a way that's going to require them. Yeah, we got a lot of the colony is kind of idle at the moment. Good. You guys working on more bioplastic? Good. We'll have some supplements for that. Don't you worry. All right. So once these things get all of its metal, so yeah, so there's 6 metal spoken for, so we can actually queue up our next our water producer, because we're going to need the water producer. Did I squeeze you in here anyway? No. That's okay. Because we're going to be using a lot of that soon. Yeah, all we're waiting for is the extra bioplastic. Unfortunately, we're not making spares or medicine until we free that up, but that's kind of our gambit here. We're going to be making a butt-ton of plants, then put out a butt-ton of starch, and from there we'll be able to increase our production of pretty much everything. And also, more importantly, get ourselves a lot of trading resources. You guys are all bringing stuff out. Good, good. Thank you. Oh, nope, 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 nope. You're not going to make it. Oh, well. Yeah, taking the plunge and getting yourselves a large biodome is like really the pivot point where you can go from, you know, just barely surviving to getting what you need and more than you need so you can trade properly. Because like all these trade ships are nice, but not, you know, unless you have excess food, like a lot of excess food, you don't have much to trade with here. Oh, but you have yummy things. What's your commission? 60%? Get out of here. I don't have time for you. Shoot. Alright, this thing will have what it needs very soon, and our water extractor has been built. Good. If a trader comes along with some starch, I will purchase it from them, because that's what I need to sort of kickstart my process here. Miners are doing their thing. Now I just need an engineer to come out here and make the biodome, and we'll be golden. Because there's, oh, there's some starch. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, we've got more than enough biologists here. In fact, you know what I think I might do? For our next bout of workers, we're going to make them workers. Because I want the mine maxed out and I want the production plant maxed out. And then after that, I will start filtering in honey bunches of biologists until we've got enough people to handle this. As well as some additional lab space. Alright, here comes Mr. Engineer to make our building here. Probably our largest structure to date. Alright, we got ourselves 3 workers. That was more than I was anticipating, but that's okay. That's okay. We want biologists. And you know what? I'm actually going to do this. I'm actually going to chance it with a little bit 75-25 a medic. Because additional medics right now would be actually really good. 26, plenty of oxygen. It'll filter through here. And we need more bioplastic before I start laying down pads. Now, being that space is no longer as much of a premium here, we can be a little bit more loose with our space. So I'm actually going to be planting wheat here. I'm going to keep the rice here because the rice does very well for us. But we're going to keep the wheat up here. But I'm not going to build them until we get our. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the bioplastic get produced here a little bit more. We want one to go to our medical workbench so we can make some medical supplies for either broken bones in the miners or that. And we want them to go over here so we can get another set of spares produced. Because we're back down to 1 and that'll get used up soon enough. So what are we looking at? Just one right here. And we already have one and he's working on another. Lovely. So yeah, that's the benefit to having a healthy worker supply, because then we got 3 guys in the mines, and the rest are carrying stuff around for us. May need more beds soon too. So this is where I was talking about with the bioplastic crunch in the mid-game. Because bioplastic is now going to be our in-demand material. So yeah, that goes in here. So now we can have an engineer make that. Our next bioplastic is probably going to that workbench. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start producing stuff. But we're going to do wheat pads here. Wheat pads, wheat pads. Because the more of these we make, the more starch we get. So it's sort of a self-reinforcing cycle here. It's going to take a while, but it'll work. Because, yeah, we already have another thing of medicinal plants. So now our doctor can be busy working on this workbench and making ourselves another thing of medical supplies. And yeah, our mine's cranking away nice and efficiently, so our metal situation should be pretty good. Eventually, I'm going to want to build a second mine, probably right over here because it's right next to this airlock. But I think we'll be okay for now. If I start getting an excess in metal, I'll build that second mine because we've got a lot of workers, so we've got enough warm bodies to make them, or to work them. But right now, one mine's just doing fine by itself. Alright, so in our next episode, we will get our big biodome going here. And seeing if we can get ourselves not only being stable, but profitable. So, if you guys like this episode and want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya!